Hi, I'm Lindsey Belman, a Board Certified Behavior Analyst with Brett DiNovi Associates. In this video, we're going to talk about incidental teaching, a type of naturalistic teaching procedure. Incidental teaching falls under item C05 on the RBT Task List, under F06 on the 4th edition BCBA/BCABA Task List, and under G9 on the upcoming 5th edition BCBA/BCABA Task List. Naturalistic teaching is an umbrella term for research-based interventions rooted in operant teaching in the natural environment. Some examples of naturalistic teaching methods are incidental teaching, which we will discuss further, pivotal response training, the natural language paradigm, and the man model procedure. When people think of ABA teaching methods, many are quick to think that the only strategy we have is discrete trial teaching. While discrete trial teaching is heavily researched and is shown to be effective in building language and other skills, naturalistic teaching is a nice companion to help with generalization, spontaneity, and naturally occurring contingencies. Naturalistic teaching methods are still ABA teaching strategies because intervention protocols are composed of operant teaching techniques, intervention goals are socially significant, the results are analyzed by assessing progress before, during, and after intervention, and they are enhanced by research in areas such as shaping, fading, discrimination, training, and errorless learning. Let's take a closer look at incidental teaching. This is one of the more commonly used and well-known forms of naturalistic teaching. It was developed by Dr. Betty Hart and Dr. Todd Risley in the 1960s and 1970s. It was first used with disadvantaged preschoolers and later applied to learners with autism. Dr. Gail McGee completed many expansions of incidental teaching procedures beginning in the 1980s. Further research has more recently been conducted by others as well. In 1975, Dr. Hart and Dr. Risley defined incidental teaching as the interaction between an adult and a single child, which arises naturally in an unstructured situation, such as free play, and which is used by the adult to transmit information or give the child practice in developing a skill. Critics have called incidental teaching applied behavioral analysis in sheep's clothing. This seems fitting, as you will see that the steps to incidental teaching flow like a natural occurring scenario, without the rigidity of a discrete trial method. The procedure outlined by Hart and Risley follows just a few steps. First, arrange the setting to include child-preferred materials. Be sure to keep them out of reach, but visible and seemingly available to the child. Second, wait for the child to initiate an interaction with respect to one of the items. This means you're looking for the learner to look at the item for a few moments, approach the item, or reach for the item. Be careful not to verbally prompt the learner by asking what they want, or this will convert the activity into a discrete trial.
Car.
Once the initiation is made, take the item, hold it within eyesight, and request more elaborate descriptive language or approximations of speech before giving the item.
Yellow car. Yellow car.
Be sure to immediately give them the exact item they have requested, or incidental teaching has not occurred. If problem behavior arises, discontinue the incidental teaching procedure and direct to another activity or follow a behavior-specific protocol. Over time, use shaping and time delays to develop more elaborate or accurate approximations of the targeted verbal response. Dr. McGee conducted several studies on how to expand incidental teaching to a variety of areas, including receptive labeling, prepositions, reading, and social interactions via peer training. It's important to note that they were still considered incidental procedures because they occurred in the natural environment, they required a targeted, receptive, or expressive response from the learner, and they were followed by access to activities and events that would be expected to maintain the behavior in naturally occurring contingencies. So once your learner has mastered manning for items, consider expanding to some of these other areas.
Yellow car. Help. Help.
There are many advantages to incidental teaching. One, it's family friendly, as parents can implement these strategies in their natural environments amidst ongoing activities such as meals, play, and community outings. Two, it teaches language skills while simultaneously shaping other skills such as play, life skills, and social skills. Research shows children taught language through incidental teaching were better able to transfer their language to new settings and people than when taught by discrete trial teaching alone. Social initiations and choice-making are reinforced naturally by the incidental teaching procedure as children choose their activities or items and are required to engage in the social initiation to get them. Last, learners receive intensive intervention while engaging in age-appropriate play activities, using toys as the teaching materials and the rewards. Thanks for watching this episode of Hacking Clinical Behavior. If you'd like to learn more about other naturalistic teaching strategies or other specific ABA topics, please comment below.